Hello everybody, welcome back to Steve's Gear. Today we're going to look at something a little bit different than what I've been doing lately. So a lot of my videos have been about knives or flashlights, but I kind of want to do a video on something that's relatively newer to me, but I really found that I like it, and it's a good way to power your flashlights. So if you're like me and you're into Olight, some of the references I make will make sense. If you don't have any Olight flashlights, then these will still work in all of your household devices that you would use these style of batteries. So today we're going to look at the Eneloop Rechargeable Batteries by Panasonic. I just have 4 of them in AAA and 4 of them in AA. So there's a couple reasons why I decided to go to these. One, I was just tired of buying batteries. You know, I've always been kind of cheap when I go to the store and buy a pack of batteries, and then I complain when they run out quickly. So I thought, well, if I can make a one-time investment to hopefully get a little bit better quality, then it might be worth it. Plus, I like the fact that I can take the batteries out, throw them in the charger, plug it in when I go to bed, and when I wake up, I got fresh batteries. So a couple perks about these batteries is, one, they come fully charged out of the package. Panasonic claims that they're all charged by solar power before they leave the factory. So they come pre-charged and ready to go. Another cool thing is that these ones are able to be recharged 2,100 times. So that's a pretty long time. I don't think that I will probably have these batteries after 21 charges. I'll probably lose the light or drop it in the lake or something before then. And the other cool thing is, you know, we're always rotating lights and buying the new ones and trying new things and stuff, but if these ones sit in drawers or on a shelf or, you know, in a backpack or in your car or something, they maintain their life for a long time. So if your light or whatever you have sits for a year, you're supposed to still have 90% charge. If it sits for 3 years, you're supposed to still have 80% charge. 5 years, you're supposed to still have a 75% charge. And after 10 years of sitting, it's supposed to still maintain a 70% charge. So that's pretty good. You know, especially if you carry something in your, say in your vehicle, just a backup, or on your keys, you don't really use it. You know, after a year, you're only going to be down to 90%. So that's not too bad. Now, they have a couple different versions of them. So these are they're the Eneloop, kind of like the standard version, the multi-use. Now they also come in the Pro version and the Light version. You can kind of get some info off their website, see which one fits your needs. I think of these as kind of just the standard ones. So the AA batteries come in at 1900 milliamp hours. The Pro versions are more powerful, and then the Light versions have less milliamp hours. So the AAAs come in at 750 milliamp hours, and kind of the same thing. If you buy the Pros, they're more, and if you buy the Light version, they're less. They, you know, same weight as a normal battery. I don't notice any difference in weight. Now, one of the perks I was also looking at for these ones is these ones are not as susceptible to leakage. So a lot of times if you leave an alkaline battery in a light or something for a long time without use, there's a possibility of it leaking. You shouldn't have that with these. You shouldn't have any kind of leaking out of them. These ones also say that you can recharge them at any stage of the depletion without having to worry about any kind of memory effect, which I do like. You know, if you're using a light and you've used it for a couple days and you're a little bit worried about, you know, if the battery is going to last you the next day, throw it on the charger, no big deal. Now they have several different styles of chargers. Like I said, this one came in a kit just like this. I believe it was around $35 for the kit, which is a little bit expensive for just 4 AAA batteries. But like I said, if you buy, you know, a huge pack of them, you're probably going to be close. And like these ones can be used 2,100 times. Not too bad of a deal. The charger just works off of a folding wall plug, plugs right into the wall. They do offer several styles of chargers depending on your needs and how many batteries you have and charge times and all the things like that. The cool thing about this charger is it's able to be used with the AA's or the AAA's. So I did purchase these 4-pack of the AA's, and I think it was like $18 for the 4-pack of them. So I think I want to say I was paying like $4 or $5 for a cheap pack of 4 for the AA's. So you buy 4 or 5 packs, you're basically paying what you'd pay for a pair of these or a set of these. So you can just pop them out, and you can use the full size. Then it has like a little bit of a kind of a kick out here for the AAA's. You can see that in there. And the cool thing is you can charge them in different orders. So you can charge 1 AA and 3 AAA's, or you can do 2 AAA's and 2 AA's. It works just fine. So they claim from completion all the way to full, around 6 hours for the 6 hours for AAA's and 7 hours for the AA's. I haven't tested it. I haven't timed it or anything. Like I said, most of the time, if I'm going to charge up, I just stick what I need to charge off that light that day. If it's 2 batteries, 4 batteries, whatever, plug it in the wall before I go to bed, wake up in the morning, and it has little lights that show charged, not charged. So works out pretty good. For the little AAA's, I've been using them a lot for the i3T. I have the little i3T in carbon fiber and the i3E, which is the little keychain light. They each take 1, and for how much I use those lights, I've only had to charge them once, so they seem to work out pretty good. The AA's, I haven't tested a whole lot. I do have a i5T Plus, which takes a couple of these, so I want to throw them in there, see how well they last. But you can use them in remotes or shavers or toothbrushes or whatever you use batteries in. They should have worked just fine. Just recently I updated my Apple trackpad and Apple keyboard to the new rechargeable style, but for a long time I was using the battery version of it, which took AA's. They each took 2 AA's each, and I was buying AA's like every month for those things. If I would have bought these back when I had that the Apple trackpad and the Apple keyboard that took the AA's, I would have saved a ton of money on batteries. Plus, if you're into saving stuff in the environment and everything, which is always good, you're obviously going to be throwing away less waste, which is nice. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for the batteries. There's not a ton of more info that you can't just find right off the website. Most of the info I told you today comes right off the website. So if you're interested, I take a look. Like I said, they have comparisons between the 3 different kinds. You can kind of see which one might fit best with your usage. Weather is another thing they do claim. They say superior performance at 0 degrees Celsius. It works at temperatures as low as negative 20 degrees Celsius. So it does get fairly cold where I'm at. So it's kind of nice to know that hopefully the cold weather won't affect them quite as much. But yeah, a couple of the key factors is I like the fact that you can recharge them at any time without worrying about memory effect, because that's always something I'm worried about. The whole rechargeable battery thing is relatively new to me, besides the ones that come into the, like the i5R and Olight, where it has the USB-C plug you can plug into it. But other than that, I've never really had a set of rechargeable batteries, so it's nice to know you can charge them up at any time. And I like the fact that you can let them sit for a long time and they still maintain a pretty good charge. Most of my lights don't sit any more than a year, but it's nice to know that if I charge them up, put them in the light, I'll still have 90% at the end of a year. So yeah, that's all I got for you today. Something a little bit different, but everybody that's got the cool toys has to power them somehow. And for right now, this is my main way to do that. All right, have a good day, everybody.